Hi students, this is Mr. David and we are live from the English Zone. Now, today we have a very special guest joining us today. Our special guest today has written 4 books already, 4 books. The first book she wrote is called The Scouter Outers, and she wrote that when she was 9 years old. And then we have Diary of a Potatoy Potato, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wrote that at age of 12. And then we have Diary of a Potatoy Potato 2, okay, a follow-up. So ladies and gentlemen, our special guest today is Miss Ottille Chung. Ottille, welcome.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming, So the key question is, how did you become a writer at such a young age?
Okay, so that is a great question. I'd probably say I just started off reading a lot of books. I was really into reading, I still am. And then as I was reading, especially when I was writing these books, I was reading those genre of books. And then as I was reading those novels, I just came up with, I was like, this would be a good idea, that would be a good idea. And then I just started brainstorming my own ideas and then got into writing, and it just somehow became this.
Wonderful. So you said you love reading. What books did you love reading when you were younger? And you're still young now, but when you were younger.
I think the books that I write pretty much encapsulate what I used to like reading. So mystery was probably my favorite genre, and then sci-fi is my current favorite genre.
So a lot of mystery, a lot of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of my students, they kind of like, they know the Harry Potter books. That's the most famous one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you have any like authors that you were really into before?
I did like the Harry Potter books as well.
Okay.
Not really. I read a quite a big range. So.
Okay. So yeah, read more and it helps you, right? Let's talk a little bit about J.K. Rowling actually. I know that she's kind of like got in a bit of trouble recently. Have you heard about this?
No.
You haven't heard?
I haven't heard this.
So basically, J.K. Rowling, she said some things about the transgender community. Are you familiar with the transgender community?
Yeah.
So for students who don't know, basically, now in 2022, we don't just have men or women. We have some who are kind of trans. Sometimes they identify as a woman, sometimes they identify as a male, or sometimes in between. So she kind of got in trouble by saying some things that offended people. Were you aware of this at all?
I'm not gonna lie, no.
Okay. So,
I wasn't aware of this.
So this is why students, you need to read more news so you know what's going on.
Yeah, don't be me.
The interesting thing is because she's still like one of the richest women in the world, right? For the Harry Potter books. So it doesn't matter if people are angry. She's made her billions, so it doesn't
That's
really matter.
true,
yeah. So can you tell the students what the first book is about? What is the Scouter Outers?
Okay, I don't want to reveal too much, but the Scouter Outers is basically a mystery book about 3 girls, 2 sisters and a friend who are on holiday together, and then they see some suspicious things going on, and then they solve a crime, basically.
Very good. Okay, so you wrote that when you were 9 years old. Is that age for 9-year-old students, or?
I'd probably say around that age, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, for students, if you're Form 1, maybe that'll be a nice, easy book to start with. Okay, and then can you tell us about Diary of a Potatoy Potato? What's that about?
Yeah, of course. It's just, as the name suggests, it is written from the perspective of a potato, and then their day in the life. I think 1 month goes past in the book, so just what happens. It's fun. It's an easy read as well.
So what does a potato? What's the normal day of a potato?
Just trying not to get peeled.
Try not to get peeled. Well, yeah. I suppose that book sounds very appealing.
Nice.
Terrible joke. Okay, so Diary of a Potato. So, and then we're here today to tell us about your new book. Can you tell us about this one here?
Yes, of course. So this is I Test. I wrote it about a year ago now, and it is a science fiction / dystopian novel, probably aimed at teens, I want to say, or young teens. And then it's basically about this girl who has eye surgery, and then when she comes out of surgery, everything just suddenly looks really dark and different. And then, I don't want to reveal too much again, but she realizes that something has been hidden from her. So she's,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is just looking at. Just quickly look at some of this.
Yeah.
It's quite wordy, so I would say this is more suited for our secondary 4, 5, 6, our older students. How long did it take you to write the book?
I think the total process, maybe about a bit over a year.
Over a year. Okay.
There were a few stops along the way because I'll say when you start writing a book, everything just comes spilling out, and then at one point you run out of steam a little bit, and there was a little bit of a pause, but about a year, a bit over a year.
Okay, well that's interesting because basically in the creative process you have the idea, and then sometimes we have what's called a writer's block. I guess you heard, yeah. So then you kind of get stuck with the idea, and it's like, I don't know where to move forward. And sometimes it's good to take a break. And I guess to relate this to the students, when we study, I know that we always ask you to study hard, work hard, but sometimes you do need to just take a step back, do something to relax, restart, reset, and then come back to study. Yeah. Do you have a lot of exams at school?
I've got a few things coming up. Yeah, GCSEs. So.
And again, tell the audience how old you are now.
I'm 15.
15. So 15, and she's written 4 books. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
So as a student in Hong Kong, do you have any advice to your friends and some of our students?
Advice. Okay. I mean, I just say do it if it's something that you genuinely like to do. Don't aim to just say you've written books or aim to get money or anything. But I feel like if you like writing, give it a go, and it's totally possible to be able to write your own book. Yeah, it's totally possible. So yeah, just keep at it, and you got this.
Yeah, and as you just said, don't think about the money. Okay, don't do something for money. Do it out of love, out of fun, right? Yeah. I mean, as you know that I DJ with music and I MC on stage. I don't do it for financial benefit. I like talking, right? Before we go, have you thought about your future? Are you going to become like the next J.K. Rowling, or what's your plans?
That would be amazing. Not after the scandal that you
Okay,
told
yeah,
me.
ignore that part.
But I'm not sure. I don't know what the future will hold, but I will probably continue writing, probably just for fun. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's great. So here it is. Okay, this could be the future J.K. Rowling. Okay, so if you want to get a signed copy, okay, we'll come and talk. So if the students do want to get your books, can you tell them how we can purchase your books?
Yeah, of course. So you can purchase it through Amazon. The prices are here.
So there's such a name, Ottille. Can you tell? I've never heard this name before. What does Ottille mean? Do you know?
I don't actually know. I believe it's a French name.
It's a French name. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so the next French-Chinese J.K. Rowling. Okay, so students, if you do have any messages, send us a text, voice note, or video message to our WhatsApp, which is 6172-0319. That's my number. Don't send any weird things, okay? And our Instagram, of course, we have at the SBC English Zone. But that's it for today, live from the English Zone. Thank you again one more time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And as always, it's think positive, test negative, and be safe. Bye.
Bye.